Your tax dollars at work.
Hey, do the words lunch hour mean anything to you?
You're in a mood today.
What do you want? Yowza. What is this? A bomb?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I do need you to tell me just what the hell it is.
Your wish is my command.
Did you get those prints lifted?
What do you mean? You just called. I'll get to it after lunch.
You heard from Gloria?
Nope, she's still at her mom's.
Hey, when are you gonna pay me that $1?
Did you know that I grew up in Cleveland?
Oh, Cleveland? Really?
Yes. And as a child, I've always regarded it as hell. Do you have any idea how cold it is in Cleveland?
Cold. Very cold. It is very cold in Cleveland today.
But not cold enough.
You working on anything good?
Yes, actually, an art theft. Very cool stuff. Mom's the word.
Ah, so the comic book is research.
This is Agent Wilmore with the FBI. He questioned Wong yesterday.
I hope you found out everything you needed to know.
What have you got?
This is undoubtedly one of the most unusual autopsies I've ever performed. This man died from a single gunshot wound to the back of the head. Large caliber weapon, point blank range. He was also a drug user. It looks like he was high at the time of death.
That would account for the lack of struggle.
But if the slug or the drugs didn't kill him, this man would have been dead within a matter of weeks anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
He was completely riddled with massive tumors. I've never seen anything like it.
What would cause something like that?
I have no idea. But I've never seen a human being so eaten alive with cancer.
God, I hate coming here.
You know, so do I.
How long had he been taking drugs?
Well, it's hard to say. Organ tissue and blood samples may provide some evidence, but it still could be hard to determine. The evidence of massive tumors suggests that the subject was suffering severe pain, and the drugs could have been used to mitigate the pain.
What kind of cancer was it?
Well, here's the weird thing. You see, these are 3 separate kinds of cancer. It wouldn't surprise me if it turned out he had a few more. It's as if his entire endocrine and immune system suddenly went haywire.
Is there a name for this?
Bizarre.
No, I mean, is there a syndrome or something that explains it?
No, not that I've ever heard of.
How do you know he was high?
Well, it's mainly a hunch. Little things, state of craniovascular relaxation, total dilation of the pupils, things like that. I've seen it before, but the blood work will confirm it.
What could have caused cancer like this?
I have no idea. This isn't exactly my field, first of all, but I can't imagine what would trigger something like this. Some kind of massive carcinogenic exposure, I guess. Radioactive materials, certain classes of powerful mutagenic chemicals. Those are the only things that track with what I know.
How long had he been ill?
Tumors are highly unpredictable. A growth of this size would seemingly take a fair amount of time, but he would have been in immense pain.
Which might explain the illicit drug use.
Even with the drugs, a condition like this would be almost impossible to ignore, and the amount of drugs he'd have to take to ease the pain would make him a near zombie. Strange.
Have you seen anything else like this recently?
No, thank God.
Is that the slug?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to have it analyzed.
That'd be all right, I suppose.
There was a case a couple of months ago, a fire at sea.
The Terracan, sure. I remember it. You're the second FBI agent to ask me about that this week.
What are you talking about?
Well, actually, to be specific, you're the third FBI agent. There were a pair here the other day, a man and a woman. They had the bodies of the Tarakan crew members exhumed. She insisted on performing a second autopsy.
What were their names?
Sorry, I'll have to look that up. I see a lot of names.
It was Mulder and Scully, wasn't it?
Yes. Diana Scully and Wolf Mulder, that's right.
What did she find?
I have no idea. The bodies are still here if you want to see them.
What were the results of the original autopsy?
They died of severe burns.
We want to see them.
All right. You're not squeamish, I hope.
Gotta hate coming here.
Fair warning, this is gonna be pretty bad. These guys had been interred for 2 months. You all right?
Just peachy, thanks. Can we get this over with, please?
Sure. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think someone's stolen the bodies from the Tarakan. You two stay here. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll let you know if I find anything.
What the hell have we stumbled onto here?
This case is much bigger than I first thought.
Boy, that's an understatement. Oh my God.
What is it?
I think I know what's going on here. Oh, Jesus. I hope I'm wrong.
What?
They're smuggling something. They're smugglers. Wong worked for the same people as the crew of the Tarakan.
That would explain the slicker and the lack of fishing equipment.
So they worked for the same people. You questioned Wong. He was killed because they thought he talked. Your two missing agents have the crew from the Tarakan exhumed, and both they and the corpses turn up missing? We've stumbled upon a smuggling ring bringing either radioactive material or possibly chemical weapons into the U.S. from the former Soviet Union. That explains the fire on the Tarakan, Wong's cancer, why he was killed, and what happened to your two missing agents. They got too close. Someone's covering their tracks, and they're not afraid to shoot FBI agents to do it. You and I have to work together. We have to stop this. If I'm right, thousands of people might die. I'm gonna have to demand that we cooperate fully with one another.
Okay.
You just got yourself a new partner.
Ah, another hunk of lead. I love bullets. Simple, tough, silent. Kind of like you there, Wilmore. Yet in the right hand, they speak volumes. You want I should match this against the last one?
Astute as always.
I shall make it so.
Did you get those prints lifted?
I just fetched them, Miss Daisy. I still need to process them.
And they say sugar has no effect on children.
You've got mail.
What are you doing?
No, man, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be keeping me informed about your case. Have I been informed? No. I've been kept completely in the dark. You know the policy, always have a backup. What if some...
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. Let's talk about this, okay? There's no need to go ballistic. Let's just talk.
Oh man, I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. I'm losing it. I've been being followed by two guys in a sedan. I don't know who the hell they are or who they work for, but they're obviously government. I think Mulder and Scully stumbled onto some kind of corruption that runs all the way into the Bureau itself.
There's not much evidence to support that.
Maybe, maybe not. But at this point, that's really kind of a matter of opinion. All right, so fill me in.
Doesn't look good. Mulder and Scully had some bodies exhumed for autopsies, and they were stolen out of the morgue. Wong was totally eaten alive with cancer. Signs are that there's a smuggling ring, bringing in radioactive materials to Seattle from the Far East in Russia. I think Mulder and Scully got too close.
So who are the suits in the sedan?
I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet.
We need to be incredibly careful. They could well be coming after us next. Just keep me in the loop. The more I know, the better I can do my job.
I've just been a little busy.
Sure, but we're not talking about your grocery list here. This case has probably already cost the lives of 2 agents. Listen, just keep me in the loop. The more I know, the better I can do my job.
So why were your fingerprints found on the Terracon?
What?
The Terracon. It's an ocean-going tug. Burned its...
I know what it is. What are you saying?
Just trying to figure out how come your fingerprints were found on a ship that's been involved in 10 deaths, 2 disappearances, and you should probably never even have heard of.
Listen, I was called in to investigate that fire 2 months ago when it happened. I didn't find anything. It took me a couple of hours, that's it.
So why did I never hear of it?
Geez, I don't know. Maybe you were in the can. Look, I never mentioned it because it was way below radar. I filed my report with Shanks, end of story. All right, I may have left a set of prints, but that's all I did wrong. Wait a minute. Maybe that's why I'm being followed. I assumed the crew were smugglers, right? That's what my report said. And if they've seen my report, then someone in the Bureau is involved. No, listen, this all makes perfect sense. There's a massive smuggling ring paying federal officials, maybe even FBI agents, to not only look the other way, but to provide outright assistance, including following agents who get just a little too close to the truth. Jesus, there's no way of knowing how high this goes. All right, look. We can't take any chances. You keep me in the loop. I don't want you to talk to anybody else but me until we can figure out what the hell is going on here. I better get out of here before my car is spotted.
Okay. I gotta get to a stakeout.
At the warehouse? Mm-hmm. Watch your ass.
You've got mail.